Welcome to night number 148 of History Bedtime Stories in our pajamas in bed. And tonight, let's talk about a grove of trees.
But what do trees have to do with the end of World War II? Well, today is August 14th, which means it's the 75th anniversary of victory over Japan Day, or VJ Day. Upon the announcement that Japan had surrendered following the atomic bombs being dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Detroiters piled into the streets to celebrate the end of World War II at last.
As we start talking about victory over Japan in World War II, you might be like, what the heck does a grove of trees have to do with that? Well, the root of the story is all the way back in 1651 in Wolverhampton, England. Now, Wolverhampton, England is this tiny little hamlet, but it's where the future king, Charles II, pushes back to, retreats to, races to, looking for sanctuary, following the Battle of Worcester, where he absolutely gets his butt kicked by Oliver Cromwell's army, the Roundheads. As the future King Charles II is hiding in Wolverhampton and Oliver Cromwell's Roundhead army is marching towards him, he has to find a place to hide. He has to find a refuge, a sanctuary, and he dives into this massive giant oak tree. No member of his army, to the man, gives up his location, and this giant oak is able to shelter and hide him as the army marches through. Because of that, that oak tree starts being called the Royal Oak Tree of England because it saved the future king. 2 centuries later, English immigrants come to Michigan, and after staying in Detroit, they go to form a town. They name their new village, new town, Royal Oak, in honor of their heritage having come from the location where this Royal Oak Tree of England once stood. In 1939, 60 acorns are requested and then granted to the city of Royal Oak, Michigan by residents of Wolverhampton, England. These acorns are the direct descendant of the original Royal Oak Tree of England. As these acorns arrive in Michigan, citizens of Royal Oak and the Committee for the City of Trees ask the Detroit Zoo to grow them. So from these 60 acorns come saplings. At the same time, on June 26 of 1939, a park is built. The park is sort of right at 13 Mile and Woodward. It's called Memorial Park today, but it didn't receive that name until October 22nd, 1945, just a couple of months after VJ Day. When the park is renamed Memorial Park, it's to signify the sacrifice made by Michigan residents during World War II. And in 1948, those little saplings, now having grown, having had 9 years to sort of flourish, they're planted into the English oak grove at Memorial Park. Get it? Root of the story. The English Oak Grove is the future home of the Michigan World War II Legacy Memorial, which will include this beautiful amphitheater for outdoor education. It's going to span 3/4 of an acre and really be a legacy for Michigan service men and women during World War II. I hope you have a great day. I hope you get a chance to go out to 13 Mile and Woodward and explore our English Oak Grove. And I hope you wash your hands. We'll see you tomorrow night.